Last week, Americans celebrated the Thanksgiving holiday. For a lot of people, that day, Thanksgiving, revolves around cooking a huge turkey dinner and eating it with friends and family. But it doesn't have any deep meaning. For others, the holiday is a time of reflection and a chance to express gratitude to those they love and appreciate, and even to God. Unfortunately, unfortunately, too many people only think about gratitude on this one specific day, at least here in America, on Thanksgiving Day. Or they never voice gratitude throughout the year. Some only remember to say thank you at times when something extraordinary happens, like getting a surprise promotion or surviving a serious car accident or being cured of a deadly disease. And that's really a shame because gratitude is such a powerful experience to have and to share. In fact, feeling, focusing on, and expressing gratitude has a powerful impact on your mind, body, and spirit. And that's a great reason to develop what we call a gratitude practice, the practice of being grateful. So let's take a look today at how gratitude impacts you psychologically, physically, and spiritually. So let's start with the psychological impact of gratitude. You can choose from a wide range of mindset practices, but practicing gratitude offers some of the strongest psychological benefits. So let's look at a few of them. First, gratitude increases your happiness and positive emotion. Gratitude activates the brain's reward circuitry, which increases the body's production of dopamine and serotonin. And these hormones make you feel good. So you want to repeat the process and be rewarded again for feeling grateful, which develops a gratitude habit because it's a circuit, right? So we're rewarded, we want to do it again, we get more reward, and so we develop a habit. But also, gratitude shifts your attention away from what's wrong or missing to what's working and good in your life. And that change in mindset gives you a positive perspective on life, which is also going to make you happier. All right, next, gratitude reduces anxiety and depression. Studies show that gratitude practices such as journaling or writing thank you letters significantly reduces depression symptoms. And that's why experts often recommend people write down 3 to 5 things that they're grateful for each morning or evening, or both. Gratitude also interrupts what we call rumination, which is the repetitive negative thought loops that fuel anxiety. It's impossible to think about things you fear when you're thinking about things for which you are thankful. Also, gratitude raises resilience. Focusing on blessings rather than problems strengthens your capacity to bounce back from challenges. And gratitude also puts difficulties kind of in context. The adage about making lemonade out of lemons is a great example of that kind of resiliency. Next, gratitude improves self-esteem. Gratitude helps you appreciate your own strengths and the support system around you. And as a result, you feel better about yourself. And when you raise your self-esteem level, you find many, many more things to feel thankful for about yourself. Next, gratitude changes the brain. Gratitude actually strengthens the neural pathways for positivity. The more you practice gratitude, the more your brain automatically starts scanning for what's good that you can feel grateful for. It tries to go down the positivity pathway as often as possible, and that also helps you develop a habit of gratitude. Also, gratitude regulates the stress response in your body. Gratitude activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system, and that reduces cortisol levels caused by stress and fear, that fight or flight response. And feeling grateful also calms the amygdala, the brain's threat detector. Feeling grateful helps you experience less fear and anxiety because you hear less negative mental chatter. The amygdala is always telling you about why you why you should be afraid of things, because it is a threat detector. Only most of what it thinks of as threat isn't a threat. Okay, so you'll hear less of that negative chatter about what you need to be afraid of. And last, gratitude enhances cognitive functioning. People who regularly practice gratitude experience improved concentration, creativity, and mental clarity. Their cognitive function gets better the more they practice gratitude. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about the psychological impact of gratitude. Or I'm sorry, the physiological impact of gratitude. The effects of regularly expressing gratitude are literally reflected in your physical state, your physical body, and that provides a strong health-related reason to feel thankful more often. So first, gratitude strengthens the immune system. When you feel and express gratitude, your body produces fewer stress hormones, and the lower amounts of stress hormones in your body result in a stronger immune system. In general, positive emotion supports disease resistance. Second, gratitude improves your sleep. If you struggle to fall asleep at night, or you sleep don't sleep soundly, consider a nightly gratitude practice. Focusing on gratitude before bed can quiet your negative mental chatter, making it easier to fall asleep. And feeling grateful also improves sleep quality and duration, so you're going to sleep better and longer. Third, gratitude reduces inflammation in your body. Studies show that reducing stress reduces inflammation, which is linked to many chronic illnesses. Focusing on what you appreciate and feel thankful for reduces stress. So gratitude provides one of the best ways to reduce inflammation in your body and improve your health. Gratitude also lowers blood pressure. Something to think about if you have high blood pressure, because feeling anxious and stressed raises the body's blood pressure, which can cause damage to the heart and increase the risk of strokes and heart attacks. But feeling grateful lowers blood pressure. And so therefore, gratitude is a heart-healthy physical and emotional state that you can employ when something causes your blood pressure to rise. Just start thinking about something you're grateful for or appreciate. Also, gratitude encourages a healthier lifestyle in general. People who practice gratitude tend to have other healthy habits. Their positive outlook helps them exercise more, eat a better diet, and seek support when they need it. Okay, let's look at the spiritual impact of gratitude. Gratitude is central to almost every spiritual tradition, and for good reason. It opens the door to awareness and experience of something more than life on earth. Additionally, it's been said that gratitude is the most powerful prayer that you can offer. Okay, so first, gratitude increases your connection to something bigger. Gratitude helps you recognize and feel supported by life, the universe, God, source, or whatever you believe in or whatever you call it. The more grateful you feel, the more you experience and believe that something bigger than you, something outside the human realm, has your back or is at play in your life. Plus, the more thankful you become, the more able you are to find meaning and purpose in life. Even life's challenging times become meaningful and something for which you can feel grateful. Gratitude also, number two, expands consciousness. When you learn to consistently find reasons for gratitude, your awareness expands to the miraculous nature of all things, and you feel tapped into something more, or your spiritual nature and whatever you believe is out there, right? That is the spiritual nature of life, the world, the universe. Additionally, gratitude shifts your consciousness to what is good and working in your life. Again, for example, you move your awareness from lack to abundance and become aware of all that's good in your life and the world. You begin to appreciate that. Second, gratitude places you in the present moment. You can only feel an emotion in the present moment. Experiencing gratitude, therefore, places you firmly in the present moment. Even because, if you're developing this habit of practicing gratitude, you're going to constantly be putting yourself in the present moment. Even if you feel grateful about the past or the future, you feel thankful now, in this moment, for what came before and what's still to come. Third, gratitude enhances intuition. When you're in gratitude, you create a spiritually receptive state. Your inner guidance becomes clearer when you're open to receiving it. And you might even feel grateful for the spiritual guidance you will experience, and that invites it into your awareness. Gratitude also deepens compassion and empathy. Genuine gratitude naturally extends outward towards others. You notice or become conscious of how you're supported by the people in your life, or source, or God, or creator, or the universe, and how much good is in your life. That deepens your ability to notice, feel, or understand other people's need for support and positive experiences. You become more compassionate and empathetic as you become more grateful, which leads to a greater desire to support or give to others. And number 5, gratitude aligns you with spiritual states. So-called spiritual people tend to feel and express gratitude quite often, even continuously. And that kind of practice, that habit aligns them with their own spiritual nature and the spiritual nature of the world. On the emotional scale, appreciation sits at the top along with joy and love, which are high vibratory states aligned with spiritual states. And I'm speaking about like the Abraham Hicks emotional vibration scale. Now, one practice alone is impacting body, mind, and spirit. So by now, you realize the power of developing a gratitude practice. As you become more thankful each day, you find more things to appreciate. It's a snowball effect. And as a result, you positively impact your body, mind, and spirit. So saying thank you, I appreciate you, I feel so grateful for blank, fill in the blank, takes so little time or effort. And you only need to make it a habit. And to do that, you can do that easily and quickly by shifting your identity. Decide to be a grateful person, and then enjoy all the benefits of being grateful. So I'd love to know, are you a grateful person? Do you practice gratitude? And are you seeing the benefits of that? I'd love for you to tell me in a comment down below this video. Let me know. And yeah, if you are here in the States, I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving and found many things to be grateful for. Everyone can find at least something to be grateful for. They really can. But we like to go around the table and say what we're grateful for. Anyway, if I'm grateful that you watched my video, that you stayed this long. And if you're new to me, let me just tell you a little bit about who I am. I'm Nina Amir. I'm known as the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I am an author coach, a transformational coach, and a certified high performance coach, as well as being a writer and an author. And my interest and passion has always been personal and spiritual growth, psychology and metaphysics, and all the mystical traditions. And I enjoy helping people get from where they are to where they want to go by exploring their own personal and spiritual growth, or their need for that. Typically, whatever it is that matters to someone that they want to create, if they're not creating it, they're in their own way. And so I really enjoy helping people get out of their own way by stepping into being the type of person who can take the actions that creates what they desire. So if that sounds of interest to you, if you're on a personal spiritual growth track, if you're a seeker, if you know that you're stuck and you want to get unstuck, then reach out to me. I'm going to put a link up above for a free 15-minute chat with me. We'll talk about what's going on with you, and we'll see whether or not we're a good fit to work together, with you as my client and me as your coach. I am also going to put another link up above that explains the ways to work with me. There are 3. You can be a member in my Inspired Creator community when it's open. That's my personal and spiritual growth transformational coaching program. You can work with me one-on-one as a transformational coach, or you can work with me one-on-one as a certified high performance coach, which is a curriculum that was created by Brendan Burchard and which I was certified in 10 years ago. It's hard to believe, 10 years ago. Anyway, that link is up above so you can explore, and then you can still click on the link to have a free session with me, and you can ask me any questions you have about the programs. Anyway, and if you're a writer or an author finding me, you can go to my website, ninaamir.com, and find all my links to author coaching and my blog about writing nonfiction and about blogging and all that stuff. Anyway, that is it for today. Again, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm grateful that you found this video, and I hope you found it useful. And until I talk to you next time, go out there and achieve more inspired results.